Hello everyone, so in this video we are going to cover some topic. Some of the student is asking that question, so now we are going to cover that one. So first question is, can we create the loopback in the layer 2 switch? Can we create the loopback in the layer 2 switch? This is the first question. If you remember, we are using the loopback in the router most of the time. If you remember, we are using the loopback in the router whenever we are configuring the BGP, or whenever we are doing the OSPF, we are using the router ID as a loopback. So generally we do loopback in the router. But now we have question like, we can create the loopback in the layer 2 switch and in the layer 3 or not. So we will go one by one. First of all, here in this router I will do the basic configuration. Now I will create the loopback. So I will write interface loopback 0, and if you see, I can create the loopback. I can write IP address. I can give whatever IP I want to give. Okay, I wrote here whatever I want, I give here. And if I want to check, how I can check? I can check by writing show IP interface brief. If I want, you can see here show IP interface brief. So if you see here, I created the loopback, okay, in the router. Same thing we can create or not in the layer 2 switch. The answer is we cannot create in the layer 2 switch. This is a layer 2 switch. If you want, we can verify that one. How we can verify? Let's do now. But you need to remember, if you get the question in interview or if anyone is asking you, you can say in the layer 2 switch we cannot create the loopback. Let's do here and verify that one. I will write interface loopback 0. Okay, if you see, we are getting error. If I write here interface loop, if you see, if I pressing tab key, it is not working. It is not working. It is giving the error. Generally, how we create the loopback? Just now we created inside the router. Just now we are created inside the router loopback. How we are going to create? What we are going to write? We are going to write interface LO and give a space, write 0 and press enter. So you cannot create loopback in the layer 2 switch. So you need to remember this. Now we will go for the next thing. Can we create the loopback in the layer 3 switch? Yes, you can create the loopback in the layer 3 switch. Now we are going to prove that one also. Okay. Now we are going to prove that one also. If you see here, I will go here, I will write here no. Okay, then enable, then I will write config T. Let me do basic configuration. I will change the name of the switch as a switch 1. Now I will write interface LO 0. If you see, I can create the loopback 0 in the layer 3 switch. This is a layer 3 switch. The other name of the layer 3 switch is a multi-layer switch. So what we need to remember, in router we can create the loopback. In layer 2 switch we cannot create the loopback. In layer 3, that is multi-layer switch, we can create the loopback. How we will create the loopback? We will write interface loopback 0. Okay. And if you want to assign the IP, write IP address, whatever IP you want to assign, write that. Like same thing as we do, and give the space, write the subnet mask and press enter. If you want to verify, just press Ctrl Z, you will be out. After that you can write show IP interface brief, and you can check here whatever loopback we created, it came or not. If you see here, we have the loopback 0 here, 1.1.1. So what we need to remember, in the router we can create the loopback. In the layer 3 switch we can create the loopback. But in the layer 2 switch we cannot create the loopback. You need to remember this. Okay. Thank you. Bye.